Okay, we're now going to determine the departing arc. Okay, so the exercise is to determine the departing arc. Okay, we know that W1, W2 from before, sorry, W2, W1 enters. So since W2, W1 enters, we can now erase this red. So we have the arrow here, and then we are going to use the green color here, and we're going to say that this one is going to become basic. Now notice what happens when that becomes basic. Then we have a loop. We have a loop right here, which we have to eliminate. So the question is, since it was a good idea to have W2 increase in order to reduce the dual infeasibility, therefore we want to increase it as much as possible. How high can it go? Well, if we look around the amounts that we have and the bounds that we have, if we increase W2, W1, then we're going to decrease. So let's put a little sign here. We're going to increase this one. As a result, we will decrease this flow on that arc. We will have to increase the flow on this arc, and we'll have to increase the flow on this arc. And so the question is, one of those arcs is going to hit either its lower bound or its upper bound. So if we increase this by 30, then if increase W2, W1 by 30, then F1, W1 would go to 0. So this W2, W1 cannot be greater than 30. In fact, here, F1 DC doesn't have any limits, so far 30 is the limiting factor. But DC to W2 is currently at 60, so we cannot increase its flow by more than 80. So therefore, we can only add another 20. So what happens now is that we can replace the plus here and say we're going to make that 20. We're going to erase that sign here, and we're going to erase the 30, and the 30 is going to become 10, because that's going to reduce, and it used to be at 30. This 20 is going to become 40, and this 60 is going to become, take that, is going to become 80, and then we hit its upper limit. So at that point where it hits its upper limit, we then this arrow would have to become a red arrow. And this here would become red. So now we would have the three new non-basic arcs are A, B, C. A as before, C as before, and B is now the new departing arc. So what we have determined is that, going back to our plain colors, we have that DC W2 departs and becomes a non-basic arc at its upper limit. And now we have to go again and determine next what is which of A, B, and C should be entering, and then determine again what the departing arc is, if any. We'll leave that for the next video.